Hello, I'm Lex, and I teach you how to become the best version of yourself who is the most magnetic version of yourself. Today, I'm going to be teaching you exactly how to make your practice of the law of attraction give you consistent results. I've noticed that across the board, people are missing a few key components in their approach to the law of attraction. People rely too much on techniques, too much on mystical explanations, too much on entities outside of their own control to practice the law of attraction. And while all of those things do play a role in your law of attraction journey, you definitely have to understand where to focus your attention, though, to make sure that all of the techniques, all of the divine energy, all of your being can come together and coherently create a fulfilling life that I know you envision for yourself, okay? So there are 3 components to practicing law of attraction and actually getting consistent results. So I'm not going to teach you how to manifest one time. I'm not going to teach you one method that may or may not work in January and it may not work in May. I'm going to teach you exactly how to pour your energy and direct your focus towards 3 things that's going to elevate you. The first thing is mindset. You have to understand exactly how mindset plays a role into how attractive you are. Prime example, if you are what you attract, let's say you want more positive people in your life, you have to become a positive person yourself if you want to attract positive people. You cannot attract that of which you are not already, right? So your mindset, this is exactly and explicitly what this means. You need a new state of mind. You have to alter the way you think, improve the way you think, elevate the way you think, okay? And what this does is it gives you a new perspective and lens for life. When you have this new state of mind, it's like you're taking off a pair of glasses from which you are seeing life through. And this is incredibly important because when you're manifesting, when you're practicing law of attraction, you're playing a completely different game of life. You're not living in society's reality. You're living in a whole different type of energy that benefits you and the people around you and the world greatly. So it's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful energy to be in, but it requires a new state of mind. So everything that you were taught, you have to let it go. Everything that you once thought was true, you have to let it go. You have to unlearn, unravel your mind to learn new things, new important ways that actually improve your life and that actually help you become the best version of yourself. So your mindset has to develop to be more positive. Your mindset has to develop to be more intuitive. So your mind has to now think and function in a way of the best version of yourself. So the best version of yourself who has that perfect marriage you envision, that has the best version of yourself who has that career that you dream of. How do they think? How do they think? You have to develop your mind to think the way that the best version of yourself thinks. And why is that? You may say, Lex, why do I have to start thinking like another version of myself? Why can't I just be the version of myself that I am now? Am I not worthy of being the best version of myself without changing my mind? Am I not worthy of being who I am now? Yeah, tons of questions, but here's the answer. Thinking as the best version of yourself helps you vibrate at new levels. In the practical sense, let's rewind a bit. In the practical sense, changing your mindset does change your practical reality. You become a more positive person. At the basic level, you become a more positive person. You become a person who can see opportunity better. You become a person who can perceive the lessons that you're meant to learn in life and not think that life has it out for you, that life is trying to beat you up and keep you at the bottom. Mindsets like that help you attract more negative things in life, okay? So the law of attraction is always at work. You're always manifesting things, always. It never, ever stops. Even when you sleep, even when you're sleeping, and this is a topic for a whole other video, your subconscious mind goes to a whole new place. Your consciousness goes. None of us know where we go when we sleep, right? We can't even interpret dreams. That's how minuscule science is today. We think it's big. We think it has it all figured out, but science has a long way to go. So your consciousness is still at work when you're sleeping. You just don't know it because you sleep. So you're always manifesting, okay? Always. So here's what it means to think and develop a mindset as the best version of yourself, okay? You have to recognize that the best version of yourself does not have fear. The best version of yourself does not have limiting beliefs. The best version of yourself doesn't worry about the worst possibilities happening. The best version of yourself has this one thing: an abundance mindset. The best version of yourself has an abundance mindset. The best version of yourself thinks abundant things. The best version of yourself understands there's enough for everybody. There is more than enough positivity in the world, and I can definitely be a part of that positive energy. The best version of yourself understands that life is not out to get you. The universe is not out to get you. The universe has your back, okay? Life is meant for you to create with intention, okay? Those are just examples of how the best version of yourself thinks. The best version of yourself doesn't look at themselves and say, oh, you're not pretty today. Oh, you're not worthy of getting that job. You're not smart enough. Oh, you can never have that. Oh, you can never start that business. Oh, I got too much going on. Oh, I can never get past my current circumstances. The best version of yourself doesn't think that way. The best version of yourself is not stuck in sad, depressive vibrations. The best version of yourself is always an improved version of yourself. The best version of yourself is consistently developing themselves too. You don't reach one point of the best version of yourself and then you're like, all done. No, it's an ongoing journey because times change, which means people have to change, which means we have to change, circumstances change, and there's always something to be learned in life. So the best version of yourself at the basic level, at the simplest form the simplest terms I can put it in for you, the best version of yourself has an abundance mindset, okay? An abundance mindset. You have to develop an abundance mindset. People with an abundance mindset think this way. Wow, I'm having such a good day. Like, how can this day get any better? I just know I'm going to meet somebody cool. I'm going to come across amazing people. I have so many more amazing experiences to have. They're smiling, they're vibrant, right? People who are in a lack mindset, let's say you do have a good day. You're like, oh shoot, I know something's going to mess up this day. Like, this is too good to be true. I can't believe it. Oh my gosh. Like, no, I know something's going to mess up this day. And then subconsciously you start looking for the negative in the day. And that negative is going to come to you because you're not operating from an abundance mindset. And this is just the most basic level of mindset development. Okay. So that's number one. Number two, spirituality. You have to develop your spirituality. You have to become one with yourself, one with the universe, one with the earth. You have to tap into your inner light. We are all light beings. Like, quite literally, science tells you this. All molecules are a reflection of light. I'm a reflection of light. You're a reflection of light. Your parents are a reflection of light. Your siblings are a reflection of light. The sun is light. Like, everything is light. So once you become one with the universe and understand that we're all reflections of light, we're all light beings, we're all tied to divine energy, we're all connected, you start to understand how exactly you can become one with the divine energy. And you tap into an inner balance where your current circumstances are not knocking you off your square. You understand that your current circumstances are not forever because the only thing that's certain in life is change, and that your today is a reflection of how you were vibrating yesterday, and your tomorrow will be a reflection of how you're vibrating today. And your vibration today is improving because you are one with yourself. You're balanced on the inside. You are vibrating higher, right? You are reaching new levels of who you are, new levels of understanding. If you believe in God, new levels of understanding God, new levels of understanding the universe. You can bring your religion and your spirituality together, because understand this, spirituality does not inherently imply religion. Spirituality, it can be independent of religion, But also, if you're religious, you can bring those two together. If you're not, you can just practice spirituality. But you need spirituality. You need to be in tune with yourself and balance your inside, because that's the only way you can manifest a fulfilling outside, okay? And I know it's hard. I know it's hard, especially when you're coming from a place of very challenging current circumstances. It's not easy to do. It is so not easy to do. It is a lot easier to get angry at your current circumstances than it is to stay balanced on the inside, right? I know that. I've been there before. I'm telling you. So I understand, but you have to have another level of inner discipline. It's going to take a lot of discipline to understand this current circumstance in my life. It cannot get me off my square. This means nothing to me because I understand that I'm manifesting better for my future. I understand that better is on the way. I understand that I have the creative power to attract the experience of life that I envision for myself. And that will change the direction and vibration of your life, okay? And also with spirituality, there's this important component called faith. Again, faith does not inherently imply religion either. I feel like many people don't know this. And I'm saying this because this is an all-inclusive space. Whether you're religious or not, you belong in this space learning about how to be a wonderful creator of a life experience that you actually desire, okay? So, faith does not inherently imply religion, but faith is, if not the most important thing, one of the top 3 most important things that you need with law of attraction. Because I'm going to explain this to you. When you first start manifesting, you're going to start with smaller things. You're going to start with things that are a bit easier to manifest, a bit easier to see come into your reality, a bit easier for you to attract into your life. But then it's when you get to the bigger things that you want. When you get to the bigger goals that you want to attract into your life, you will see the importance of faith because of this one thing. The more contrasting your desires are to your current circumstances, the more time it's going to take. And you're going to need patience. And not only patience, but you're going to need faith because it is going to be easy to give up, okay? That you cannot give up on the universe. Imagine that. That sentence doesn't even make sense. Every time you ask the universe for something, it is answered. It is answered. Sometimes things take more time because we still have to shift inside and become more receptive. We have to become a different version of ourselves to receive that manifestation. Prime example, if right now you're not a business owner, you are an employee at a very small job right now, and you don't know one thing about business, but you have this big vision of manifesting a huge company that operates internationally, that helps millions of people. Well, that is not going to manifest tomorrow because there's still aligned action you have to take. There's still things in your life that have to shift. You still have to learn things. You still have to figure out your purpose behind the business. You still have to figure out a lot of things behind the business that you want in order to allow it to attract into your life. And this is where a lot of people get stuck. And this is why spirituality is so important, because you're going to need faith to guide you to the right paths in your life, the aligned paths that lead you to aligned action. Most people leave the faith out of law of attraction, and then they decide to instead give up on law of attraction instead of trying to understand that they're missing faith. But it's hard to know that that's what you're missing if your attention's not brought to it. So you need the faith, which comes with your spirituality. And that's a topic for a whole other video. If you have any questions, ask them down below. I'll make videos to help answer the questions that you have, because there's more than enough for all of us to live fulfilling and abundant lives. Number 3, the last component. You must understand the science, okay? And I'm gonna break it down in the simplest terms I can for you. In elementary science, very basic levels of science class, we all learned about solids, liquids, and gases. Remember that? So we learned that gas molecules are the farthest apart from each other, liquid, semi-far, and solids are tightly packed, right? Do you remember learning that all of those molecules vibrate, right? So the molecules in the solids can't vibrate as freely. That's why they're packed together, so they can't vibrate as freely because they're packed. But the gas molecules, they go crazy. They vibrate all throughout reality, right? They vibrate all throughout the air because they're gas. So That's just one of the examples that everything vibrates. So if you think about it in literal terms, this, like a table in front of you, the phone that you have is a solid, right? So the molecules in everything, it's all vibrating. So we are made up of the same molecules of the universe, which means we also vibrate. We're also made up of vibrating molecules. We can also vibrate. So law of attraction is teaching you that you can control these vibrations. You can choose consciously which vibrations you embody, and your emotions, this is the emotional vibration chart, your emotions dictate how you as a human vibrate. When you're angry, you're vibrating at a different level than when you're joyous, when you're gracious, when you have gratitude. Those are two different vibrations. The molecules inside you are quite literally, because you're an entity of the universe. Like, we're not made up of some special molecules because we're human. We're made up of the same molecules as the universe. And the way that you vibrate can be consciously controlled. It can be consciously poured into via controlling your emotions, via controlling your thoughts. Your thoughts contribute to your vibrations. Every frequency in the universe, every vibration in the universe holds a set of information. That's why different diseases behave differently. That's why different humans behave differently. We all behave differently because of how our molecules are orienting on the most minuscule level. It's because of how our molecules are behaving differently, right? Neurochemistry, everything that has to do with mental patterns. Mental patterns come from the thoughts that you have. Your thoughts contribute to your mental patterns, which contributes to your neurochemistry and how your brain operates and how your body then functions. All this stuff is connected. So understanding this most basic level of science, and it gets incredibly deeper than that, like incredibly deeper. But once you understand the basic scientific principle that we are molecules, we control how we vibrate, we control what we align with, and how we control our vibrations is through thoughts and emotions, you will learn exactly how to become the best version of yourself through thoughts and emotions, which is raising your vibration, which is bringing you into coherence with the universe, which is tying your spirituality in there, which is also helping your mindset improve. All of these three principles interplay into you becoming the best version of yourself. You think better thoughts, you vibrate at better frequencies, and your spirit grows. Your spirit grows, and your spirituality is helping guide you to understanding that the work that you need to put in is internal work, not exhausting external work in the way that society has taught you to. You do have to put in work, aligned action. Aligned action is huge. You cannot manifest a new house and just sit on the couch. That's not how it works. You have to take aligned action. In order to take aligned action, you're putting so much into your internal, so much more into your internal than you are in your external, okay? So this is the basic 3 components of law of attraction. If you have any questions, ask them below, because I can make videos to answer all of your questions, because I want to help you understand. I feel like the world would be a better place if people only understood how powerful they are, how much they are connected to the universe, and how much ability they have to create a life that they actually want to live, that they are worthy of living. I have tons of resources in the description box. You can get my worksheets. You can get one-on-one access to me 24/7 in my Discord. You can follow me on all other social platforms. Anything you need, 9 times out of 10, I got it, okay? And also, like and subscribe, because I want to know if you guys appreciated this content, if it helped you in any way. Let me know in the comments. Stick around for the journey, because I have more good things to teach you on the way. All right.